This is Taiwan Talk.
This is Taiwan Talk on ICRT.
I have the County Commissioner of Taitung, Mr. Justin Huang, on the line here with us.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks so much for speaking with Taiwan Talk today. I really appreciate you taking your time.
I'm glad to. Yeah.
I'm interested in the ballooning fair that's going on in Taitung right now. Mm-hmm. How did that come about? Where did you get that idea?
Well, I must admit, it's not our own idea. It was from a college. 2 years ago, they present a proposal to us saying that in addition to what we have already been doing, the paragliding, if they can add the balloon to it, it will make the air activities even more attracting. And we thought that was, it is a good idea to try. And so we did it 2 years ago, and we realized that how attractive ballooning can be. And so since then, we have made more effort and put in more resources to develop the ballooning industry.
Right, and you've been quoted as saying that you want more than just an event. You want a true ballooning industry in Taitung.
Yes. And so even though this is only the third year that we're trying to do this fair, but this year we already own our balloons, and we have already trained certified pilots, in fact, 7 of them. So we have the whole team ready to do what the other countries have been doing, which is the free flying. The past 2 years, mostly we do tether.
Right.
Tethering is you go up 30 or 50 feet high, and you get a better view of the surrounding environment. And that is already a very quite an experience to many people.
Sure.
Considering that ballooning is it doesn't exist 2 years ago.
Right.
So still a lot of people came just for that. That's quite an attraction by itself.
You had like 300,000 or more than 300,000 people show up last year. Is that right?
880,000.
880, amazing.
880,000 in 2 months.
Wow.
And only 20,000 can do the tethering.
Right. There's not enough balloons for almost a million people
to do that. But to advance to free fly and actually doing commercial free fly, it's quite a development.
Okay, well, I have 2 questions about that. The first question would be related to safety, and I know nobody wants to think about the possibility of...
No, we face that, yes. I must say that ballooning is rather safe, relatively safe activities. Considering every day there are thousands balloons flying here and there. You don't really have accidents that often.
It's pretty rare, yeah.
Yes, even though lately there seem to be a few.
Yes, that's true. It's been in the news.
There are many human errors. So if you are very strict to all the rules that you're supposed to follow, I think ballooning is a very safe activity.
Have you been up yourself, sir?
Oh, many times. Many times. I've been up not just in Taitung. In March earlier this year, I actually was up in our own balloon in Canberra, Australia.
Okay.
That was the first time ever a Taiwanese balloon flying overseas. So it was quite a moment, actually. Yeah.
The other question I was going to ask was related to the price of these free flights. Mm-hmm. So far, the price that's been quoted is 8,000 NT per person.
Yes.
That seems pretty steep.
Well, it depends, really. What are your choices? At the moment, if you want to do it, you have to go overseas. And you go to Turkey, you pay $300 US.
Okay.
You go to Australia, you probably pay $350 US. And let alone all the traveling expenses.
Sure.
So if you come to Taitung for the same, length of like 30 to 45 minutes, you pay 8,000. I think it's a reasonable price, and we are not trying to make profit out of that either.
You must have had a huge overlay in the beginning to pay for the training and the balloons and all the rest of it, right?
Yeah, well, and even just the operating cost.
Sure,
it's quite high. You don't just get a pilot and a balloon and just then you can do that. You need a whole crew to handle it. You need 2 trucks to pick you up, and all the insurance, gas, everything. I mean, I think 8,000 would probably run in. We're still probably short of our cost.
Thanks for tuning in. Joining me tomorrow for more from the Commissioner of Taitung, Mr. Justin Huang. Reporting for ICRT's Taiwan Talk, I'm Eryk Smith.
This is Taiwan Talk.
This is Taiwan Talk on ICRT.
I'm Eryk Smith, and welcome to Taiwan Talk. Taitung's hot air balloon industry has quite literally recently begun to take off. Close to 900,000 people participated in last year's Taitung International Balloon Fiesta, and this year that number could be exceeded as crowds thronged to the festival to enjoy either flying in or simply watching these 10-story tall balloons. I recently spoke by phone with the Commissioner of Taitung County, Mr. Justin Huang, who told me the Balloon Festival is part of his mission to build up tourism in Taitung County.
Trying to develop this ballooning activity in Taiwan is really what we're focused.
And of course, as you said earlier, many of the hundreds of thousands of people are just coming to see the balloons fly and see the beauty of Taitung.
Yes, just taking pictures. They're happy. They're happy with that. Yeah.
So this Taitung International Balloon Fiesta lasts until August 11th, right?
Yes, but after that, the commercial free flying will continue.
I see. So as you said, it's an industry now in Taitung.
That's what we're trying to do, yes.
Okay, cool. Maybe you could tell me a little bit more about some of your other development tourism plans for your Xian, for Taitung.
Okay, other than the ballooning, actually, we also do surfing.
Right.
Because in the fall and early part of winter, we get very, very good waves along our Pacific coast. So 2.5 years ago, we started doing this surfing, global surfing competition. Last year, there are quite several champions came to Taitung. They came to Taitung and participated in our surfing championship. And so what we're trying to do is to let more people know about the waves in Taitung, and so they can come anytime they feel like. So we do water sports, we do ballooning, and even on the land we do triathlon. And they're going to make it a regular event every year during springtime. They will come. So what we're trying to do here is to utilize, to further utilize the Taitung's natural beauty, and by taking advantage of that, we do a lot of different type of sports. And I think and also they're all very tailored to international
participation,
visitors.
Right?
Yes.
It's a difficult balance, though, isn't it? Because on the one hand, you want to preserve and protect the beauty and the nature of Taitung. But on the other hand, of course, the residents of Taitung need to make money and survive, and there needs to be commercial. Yeah. So it must be a bit of a challenge to balance these two issues.
You are exactly right. I think to a different degree, everybody is facing the same problem everywhere.
Right.
But because Taitung doesn't have any manufacturing industry, even commercial business are all less developed. So because of the lack of job opportunities, we're losing residents. The total population has been declining every year over the past, say, 30 years. So we're also probably the poorest in terms of household income. Household income. So we need to develop industries. We need to, like you said, we need to get people to improve their standard of living, and so you got to do something to survive. And I think that the best thing for us to do is the tourist industry.
Harness your natural your resources, what you've got right in front of you.
Yes, we do have to be cautious about the environmental protection, and which we are, because we know that the natural beauty of our environment is the most important strength.
It's the golden goose, and you certainly don't want to kill it.
We don't want to kill it.
Right.
You spoil that, then I don't know what you have left to be able to compete. So we are very concerned about this, and that's why we have passed our own bill of protecting our environment. If you want to invest in Taitung, not only you have to fulfill all the laws and regulations by the central government, local government also have some says about that. Like you're building the color, the size, and how you fit into the environment. We want to make sure that you follow certain rules.
Excellent. Well, Mr. Commissioner, thank you so much for speaking with me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Please come to Taitung and join us to take the balloon fly.
Every time I can make my way over to Taitung, I always try to. It's a gorgeous place. I love it.
Yes. Alrighty.
Thanks again.
All right.
Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Taiwan Talk. I'm Eryk Smith. All of our episodes